Wear my heels. This is my first time breaking out these heels, and I've really been plotting in my head how I'm finna step in these hoes.
Pink, that was the aesthetic. Everything's supposed to be pink.
They know that pink is my favorite color. So I have all of these kinkies, because kinky and pink Whitney is my favorite.
I know.
She's like 5 or 6.
She's trying to say you're tall.
Yeah, I said
that's what she's.
Stand with me by my side. I for a minute. So we're gonna do a fruit roll-up contest. It looks like we're in a jungle. I like the aesthetics. I started a new job on Monday.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tiandra, Nayela, Hanson.
Cicero said a room without books is like a body without a soul.
Big Dosage checking in with the voiceover. So right here I was showing y'all the mess that I made taking out my soft locks. I was in that bathroom at my grandmother's house for 5 to 6 hours, standing up on my feet that whole time straight, taking out those locks. This is me showing y'all the wig and the packaging of Synthetica, and she gave everything that needed to be gave. This is the wig, how it came out straight out of the package, like with the baby hairs and all, but like they get lost inside of it whenever I put it on, so I had to like kind of create my own, and then I of course did my own take on them. I'm not a connoisseur. I'm not the GOAT when it comes to this wig shit, but I'm the GOAT at getting it done good enough for it to look good for y'all and me. As far as pictures and etc., I be like rig-a-digging that shit, getting it right good enough. So this is the wig on. I look crazy, but I'm still gonna include it, so F it. I might just put an emoji over my face because my makeup was all sweated off from that day, and it's just not giving. It's not giving at all. That lace is great. It's curled up on this side, so that's why you see it, but the lace is really good. It comes with baby hairs already. I know my voice is raspy. I'm so tired. It's 12 something in the morning, the day of graduation. I have to be at graduation by 10. I'm only gonna get like 5 or 6 hours of sleep. Let's install this wig. I took off the makeup for everywhere except my eyes. I should take these off because I'm gonna replace them in the morning anyway. Okay, so public service announcement. I just had to come up here and say this because I don't need anyone coming for me. I did my makeup the day before, which was that Friday, as a trial run to see exactly how I wanted it done for the next day, which was graduation that Saturday. So when the time came where it took me forever to take my hair out and install it, and it was late the next night, i.e. morning, 12 o'clock in the morning, I did not go to sleep until 3 o'clock in the morning. I had to be at school by 10 o'clock in the morning, which means I had to get up at 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. I did not have time to have to do a cut crease all over again, which is what I wanted for my makeup look, which is why I wiped off my entire face except my eyes and eyebrows, because cut creases are very intricate eye looks, and that's what I wanted, and it still looked good, and all I had to do was touch it up the next morning. So that's what I did. I just don't need anyone coming for me because it's not nasty. You gotta do what you gotta do. This is boss bitch life. This is busy girl life, and when it comes to you having to do what you gotta do, bitch, you gotta do it. The fuck. Bye. Y'all, it is 2:21 a.m. and I am just now able to take my just getting in bed. I was gonna go to bed, and then I remembered I have to take my nails off. Look. So I'm gonna watch Law and Order SVU while I take my nails off, and hopefully I don't fall asleep while doing it. I plan on getting up around 7 a.m., 6 to 7 a.m. I have to be at the school by 10 a.m. And yeah, I'm just gonna mentally prepare myself to be a minimum of like some minutes late, like 5 to 10 minutes. Y'all only got like 5 hours of sleep Thursday night into Friday anyway, and it wasn't intentional. I just didn't go to sleep until 1 o'clock and woke up at 6 o'clock and could not go back to sleep, and I've been up ever since then. Oh, I did end up getting back to sleep for like an hour on and off, but my alarms kept going off, so yeah. But it's been hectic. My feet hurt from standing on it for 5 hours straight, taking out those locks, and then standing on it for another 2 hours, putting this wig on my head. So my feet hurt bad. And what's crazy is I was pretty short in my heels. I'm gonna speak positively, but before this happened, I was pretty sure that I was gonna be fine in my heels. Now I'm scared because we have to walk all the way from one side of campus to the other in the heels, in my heels, let alone me walk across the stage in them. So I'm scared. I might just have to grab me some sandals and not walk across the stage as a bad bitch. But then the other part of me is like, beauty hurts, so it is what it is. I'm trying to be a head turner tomorrow, and I'm kind of on an adrenaline rush even though I'm tired and my body's sore from working out all week. But I shall prevail. I literally worked out Monday through Friday, and my soreness is just now kicking in. Y'all, just pray for me. Even after this video is up, still pray for me. Well, you know what? I take that back because not everybody has good prayers. I don't know what you're praying for. But it's really a lot. Life in it is hard. Adulting is hard. I'm not even talking about the graduation itself anymore. I'm just saying in general. If there are any young kids watching this, take it from someone who's already in my position as an adult. It can get rough, and only the strong survive. Enjoy your youth. Don't rush it. It's fun and all, especially when you do it yourself and blah, 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 but it ain't all it's cracked up to be. Everything in life has its cons, just as it has its pros. So just remember that. Don't rush your youth at all. Enjoy it. Enjoy being a child. Enjoy not having bills. Enjoy, and when I say bills, even if you got like 1 or 2, that's better than you paying everything yourself, having 10 bills, 20 bills, 1,000 bills. I forgot what other part I was finna at, but bye, y'all. So boom, I finished taking off my nails at 3 o'clock. I went right to sleep, and then the next morning my alarm went off at 7:20. I got right up and started getting ready. I beat my face, I touched up my hair, I showered. It took me forever to shave because I had a janky ass razor. And then I got dressed. My grandma ended up leaving me, which we weren't going to ride together anyway, but she was trying to rush me. I told her, look, you are not going to rush me. I still got to put my press-ons on. And it was already 10 o'clock. She said, okay, well, I'm gone. I said, okay, I'll see you when I get there. And so I sat there, and it was 10:10. I was putting on my press-ons, or it was 10-something in general. I was putting on my press-ons. And then I got to school at 10:20. When I got there, I didn't even have my cap on. And, baby, it kept sliding off. I had to pin that hole down. Well, I'm not even going to get to that part. But my cap was not going on. I didn't even have deodorant on yet. I could not find my deodorant. And I knew I had put 2 in my bag. But the bitch disappeared. And I promise y'all, I'm not capping. I put 2 deodorants in my bag. I literally walked up to the back door to where we had to line up at the building. And stood there and put on my deodorant. It literally broke while I was putting it on. So you know how the little cup clasp thing that the deodorant itself sits in, that will break off and like fall down inside of the holder for the deodorant in general. Y'all, that broke off, so I had to hold that little bitty oval and rub deodorant on my underarms. I'm literally standing outside the door, not giving a fuck about who see me or whatever. And then my cap was coming off. I had on my heels, but the straps kept falling down. Y'all, I walk in there, I still don't got my cap on yet, and I go line up, and the boy, he looking at me. He got these little glazed eyes. I don't know if he thought I was cute or what, but he like, you gotta let her know you here. I think she called your name. I was like, where? He was like, yeah. I was like, who? He was like, Miss Love. So I went to Miss Love, right? And I'm like, I'm here. And Big Dosage checking in. You heard me. I ain't say all that, but yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna blank out my name. But so I told her, and then I'm like, Mrs. So-and-so, to the other lady. I'm like, ma'am, my grandmother was supposed to put my cap on, but she ended up leaving before me and had forgot. and it keeps sliding off. I was like, I got hairpins. I need a pin down. She said, you got hairpins? I said, yeah. She said, come here, baby. I bent my head down, and she pinned that cap right on my head. I was like, can I please go to the bathroom? She was like, yes. I went to the bathroom just to look at it again and double check that it was perfect. And it was. I did put some more pins on it. And then I walked out, and I had on my sandals at this point because I was like, fuck them heels. I'm just going to have to walk in the sandals because them heels keep falling. It's annoying. And I remember I was walking out. Maybe I was walking hard, and our floors are kind of weird. But I was walking, and mind you, I don't know any of these kids. They're not my graduating class. I'm just walking with them. I'm class of 2020, if we being specific. And them kids, they was picking on me because I was walking hard. I was walking on a mission, so I was stomping. I was shaking the crowd. And I remember, like, they was looking at me laughing, I think, and, like, making a noise. So I feel like they was, like, picking on me. But fuck them kids. This big Dosage bitch. Y'all gonna cry when y'all find out whenever I become who I am destined to be, and y'all gonna be like, damn, I graduated with that. Y'all, they gonna be like, damn, I graduated with that badass bitch. I'm gonna be like, yeah, and y'all was laughing at me too. Fuck all y'all. They gonna be like, oh, I saw her before. She dead? She dead? Yeah, I'm dead. Fuck you, boy. So yeah, I'm funny as shit. But like, look, I know this is a prim and proper vlog. It's graduation, but this is me. So fuck it. This is the real. This is the raw. Y'all, I was in my element just now, just giving y'all like the mini story time leading up unto the next clips for the graduation vlog. And then it clicked to me like, hey, you doing a whole lot of cussing, which this is how I talk. Like, this is how I talk. But some people don't like that. And especially considering it's the graduation vlog and stuff, some people might want to share with other people. If anybody pressed about it, it's a graduation vlog and I'm being myself. It is what it is. Cue's the next clip because your girl, the baddest bitch, Big Dosage, walked across that stage. So I just told y'all how I had put them sandals back on, right? But while I was standing in line, I was really getting upset, like, and sad to myself. And I'm like, bro, I really want to wear my heels. This is my first time breaking out these heels, and I've really been plotting in my head how I'm finna step in these hoes. And like, it was really hurting my feelings that they kept falling down. I was like, I'm not going out like no sucker. How the fuck am I gonna make history if I don't walk across the stage in these heels and be the fucking stallion that I am? I'm 5'9" and 3/4, practically 5'10". I'm gonna be over 6 feet in these heels. I have to wear these heels and make my statement. I already got these diamonds on my face. Like, these heels are not here for no reason. I am not wearing sandals across this stage. So y'all understand that it took a lot for me to get to this point. I just started wearing heels, like actually liking them and buying them this year. And I've been loved my height though. I didn't start liking my height until I was a teenager. I used to always say I'd never wear heels. I'm tall enough. So yeah, I'm wearing heels across the stage. So I was sitting there getting on my own ass. I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck if these things keep falling. I'm putting on these heels. So guess what, y'all? I put on them heels. And as y'all can see in the clip right there, they was falling. But fuck it. It is what it is. So all those clips y'all just saw was us walking across the campus. And then right here is us marching into the auditorium. So at this point, we're just walking down the steps to our seats. And I think at the point where I was smiling at my dad because he was like right there in front of me on the side I came in. And he was like, go on, girl, stretch yourself. Or stretch your stuff. Something like that. And so I smiled away so he could catch me on camera. So remember I told y'all my feet had started hurting the night before as I was taking out my hair and installing my wig. I was on my feet for about 8 hours in total, and they were hurting so bad as I got in bed, and my soreness from working out the whole week had started to kick in. So as I was sitting down at the graduation, my legs started feeling jittery. On top of that, I hadn't eaten since the day before in the afternoon, so I was hungry. I hadn't drank any water. I hadn't eaten any food, and so I was just feeling jittery, and I was getting scared. I was like, bro, what if I fall walking across the stage? And you know what I told myself? I was like, well, girl, at least if you fall going across the stage, at least you're going to be the baddest bitch who fell, period. And so that's what I told myself. And also, update. Remember how I said my straps on my sandals, on my heels kept falling down? So I took them off, but then I put them back on. When I put them back on, they were still falling, right? But when I got into the auditorium and I sat down, I found a way to like maneuver around them and get them to stay. And they stayed the whole entire time after that. The next 2 to 3 hours, I was so happy. I did it, y'all. I did it. But did I fall? The world may never know.
They provide us with safety. These doors provide us with security. These doors provide us with aesthetics. Sometimes you drive by someone's home, you're like, wow, look at that door. They provide us with convenience, in many situations with privacy. And unless they, for some reason, don't open, we give them no thought at all. Doors provide access, they provide boundaries, they provide opportunities. It's an entrance point for where I want to be, but it's also an exit for where I no longer want to be. And I've been living a while now. And as I've been living, I'm beginning to learn that there is beauty and meaning behind every door that opens and closes. And so I want to invite you for a moment to join me in viewing doors metaphorically and symbolically. I want to share 4 doors with you. First is the door of education. I want to commend you. I want to commend you on your decision to attend Lewisburg College. I want to celebrate with you your graduation today. And if we begin thinking about it, education and the door for education really is quite expansive. If we don't educate our minds, we are forced to reduce our dreams. And education allows for a higher paying job, which means we can become more financially secure. And education teaches us how to handle responsibility. And education gives us the necessary tools to think for ourselves and to back up our arguments. Education exposes us to peers, allows us to see a diversity of experiences. It allows us to see people from different viewpoints. Education helps us realize our potential, which in turn allows us to empower ourselves. It helps us to be able to do more than we've ever been able to do before. My father taught me when I was a small child that education can't get you to heaven, but it sure makes getting around earth a whole lot easier. In the process of getting an education, we start making new friends. Sometimes those friendships last a lifetime. There might even be someone who got an education here who also met your future spouse here. It helps us develop a better understanding of the world around us. It allows us to learn from our mistakes. It gives us all the necessary skills we need, like time management and social skills and organizational skills. But you're probably thinking, well, I've already been through that door. Well, yes and no. Yes, you've been through the door of education of Lewisburg College, but this is what I want to leave you with, and this is what I hope to submit to you. And that is, make a commitment to becoming a lifelong learner. When you leave here today and you begin taking your next step, one of the necessary skills for the labor force as we move forward are for men and women, boys and girls who understand the value of committing themselves to lifelong learning. I've always believed one of the most important and one of the most telling questions you can ask of any person is simply, what are you reading right now? I want to encourage you to commit yourself to reading more, to exposing yourself to all types of opportunities that are still available. Cicero said, a room without books is like a body without a soul. Mark Twain.
After this next person. Not this one, but the one after that. She said scream. I don't know if you'll be able to hear.
I'm about to. Don't you worry, baby.
Lord.
Here,
McKenna and Glasscock.
I don't know. It's my sister next. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness.
Tiandra Nayela Hanson.
That's my sister.
Antonio Paul Hurd.
Alright, let me finish recording, Tanika. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna turn you back. Huh? Alright, talk to you later, love you.
It's okay.
Talk to you later, love you.
Love you.
Go out this door.
Of the commencement program.
This shit stick to my lip gloss one more time. It keeps sticking to my lip gloss.
The benediction and the recessional. Please stay.
We are incredibly proud about the goodness of God and the grace for the journey that is already intrinsically within you. May you use that goodness and share that grace in a way that allows you to love your God, love your neighbor, and love yourself more deeply and more fully than you could have ever imagined before. Amen, friends.
Can we walk here, please? Please. Oh, they got water. Thirsty. Y'all just graduated. My wig is sweated off. But it wouldn't be a good vlog if I ain't show the real. And right now I don't give a fuck because bitch I'm a graduate. So anybody got something to say, act like y'all don't know it's fucking 100 degrees out here, bitch. Literally. I go anywhere, my t-shirt and chain, ho. Me, like niggas ain't begging and doing from ballers to rappers, say bitches and clips through comments, ain't worried about comments, ho. I'm really happy, invite me, I bring it in the ghetto, I be with you. Cool. So before we get further into the video, I just want to do this quick intermission. My graduation day was a success. Thank you to everyone who played a part in making it a success for me, from my professors this semester to my friends and family being there to support me emotionally, mentally, financially, and so forth. Thank you to everyone who were there to witness my graduation. Thank you to my friends for being there via FaceTime and being able to see them. I was able to talk to both of them. Right as I was lined up to walk, I was able to talk to both of them through FaceTime, and they told me how pretty I was and how happy they were for me, and so on and so forth. Thank you to my other sister who witnessed it through FaceTime. Thank you to my mother, my grandmother, my father, and my sister for being there to see me. Thank you to the counselors and employees and the registrar from Lewisburg College who helped make this possible for me and who worked with me. Thank you to my friends for turning me up after graduation and making it a memorable night for me. I had so much fun. They had me out till 5 o'clock in the morning, and I had a blast, and like my whole day, like it was all worth it. Like I just had so much fun, and I just felt so pretty. I felt like I was on top of the world, and I don't like being the spotlight, but I was the spotlight, and it felt good. And I just had a good time, and I'm just so happy that the day came and I conquered. I walked across that stage, and so many emotions came into play, but I did it. And I thank everybody for being a part of that journey for me. But I just want to include these little parts as well, this little mini story time. So y'all, my cap fell off. My cap to the cap and gown fell off at the end of graduation after we walked outside, as y'all saw. And when it did, my wig was sweated completely off. Like, it was jank. I was like pushing my cap back on, and it kept falling off, and like the push pins. And so I had to go inside to the bathroom and fix my cap, and then after that we was on the money. I came back out and I took my pictures. My pictures were so beautiful. If y'all want to see them, it's on my Instagram. Here's like a little sneak peek on the screen anyway from the thumbnail. Y'all, they were so beautiful. I don't think I'm photogenic at all. Like, I'm really not good at taking pictures at all, but these are the best pictures I've ever taken in my life. Like, everything was so perfect. My vision just came to life for how I wanted to look, from makeup to hair to heels, and it all just played a part. My feet were hurting, and I thugged it out. I stood in those for so long, and I'd do it all over again. Thank you to everyone who was there for me in so many ways, from turning me up to helping support me financially when it came to graduation, and just everyone who made this day a success. Like, it was something else I had to tell y'all. My wig had sweated off, and my cap had fell off. Like, y'all gonna see in the other clip, or y'all already saw it when I had to adjust it. But something else had happened, y'all, and I was like, I gotta tell y'all because it's just too funny to not say. But if y'all made it this far in the video, like, I really need y'all to comment on this one, because this was a long time coming, and I need y'all to tell me what parts of the video like y'all like, because this is a very entertaining video from beginning to end, from my voiceovers to the actual clips. This is a very entertaining and just happy energy video, and I just need y'all's feedback. I really want it. So if you don't comment on any other video, comment on this one. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so I need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe to join the effing trap house, and continue watching this video because it gets even litter. Bye. I did not include the photos that I took with my family, my mom, my dad, my grandmama, and my sister, but I had each of them hold the other side of my diploma as we stood beside each other, and I told them, I was like, this is not my day, this is our day. Like, we did this. And I said the same thing to my best friends too. I said, this is our day, we did this, this is us. We all walked across that stage. Like, my best friend, she was there with me in college. This is her graduation too. My other best friend, she started college and she's focusing on other things right now, but this is her graduation too. Like, this is for everyone. And if there's any scenario or any person that I didn't thank in this video, thank you. I'm talking to you. Thank you. No one is left out. Thank you, everyone. Cali, California, I'm your mama too. Don't act like that.
That's why I make walking my workout. With Skechers' new workout walker, I'm loaded with performance.
Part 2 will drop shortly after this video. Stay tuned for the ratchet festivities. Like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications to join the trap house. And if y'all ready for some ratchet lit stuff, y'all need to stay tuned. Bye. Dosage out.
Simone gonna drive?
Yep.
Your car or my car?
My car.
Your car.
Because you look cute. Thank you.
I'm so proud of you.
It's coming right back off though. I started a new job on Monday.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm so proud of you. Thank you.
Thank
you. I hate you, right? You got some tissue? You got what that song say? I fucking love you, bitch. Okay.
Do you hear me?
I don't know what that song is, but I know what this is.
Say it.
You my motherfucking cinnamon apple.
You my motherfucking caramel crunch.
You my motherfucking peanut butter to my sticker.
You my motherfucking chocolate Hershey bar.
You my motherfucking Kit Kat.
My motherfucking Tweaks, bitch.
Hold on, my stomach is cramping. What the fuck?
Okay, get out the bathroom.
You guys see it? Okay.
So my graduation was on May 21st, so that's where all this footage is from. But I am editing this on May 29th, so this next clip I'm gonna insert is what took place as I was editing this video. So yeah. Y'all, what I was saying was, I'm sitting here in bed. It's 8:04 p.m. and I've been home all day, and I've kind of been on my own ass on and off all day because I should have been working today. Like, I planned on working today, and I haven't worked in the last 3 days, like with my delivery jobs. I did work on Friday though with my new other job. So I kind of been on my own ass because it would have been best for me to be out and stuff. But it's like, this is my first day that I've had to myself in the last 2.5 weeks where I haven't had anything to do. Like, literally, I was working every day. I had a working challenge that I was doing for myself. And then I was doing preparation stuff for graduation. I graduated a week ago, but up until that, I was doing so much preparation stuff for graduation. The week of, like, every day I've had to be out the last 2.5 weeks. I haven't had a day to myself in so long where I could just be in all day and relax or do stuff inside, but I haven't had that in a while. And so today kind of became that unintentionally. And it's like, I've been in my own head because I know I should be working, like, no days off. Even if it's for a few hours, I can at least do a few hours, but I didn't even go out and do those few hours. So I kind of like been on myself feeling bad. And so I've been trying to do stuff on and off all day, like in my productive spells, because I said this weekend anyway I was gonna clean my house because my house has been dirty since graduation. Like, I got stuff on my bed, like from me emptying my bags on my bed. I just slept on one side. I've just had this stuff on the other side of my bed just sitting. I had dishes in my sink. I loaded my dishwasher this morning, so that's good. I cleaned off my counter, even though it wasn't really dirty, but I just still arranged some stuff. I cleaned my bathroom. That's spick and span now. It was dirty at first. Like, I cleaned my tub real good. Got it nice and clean. Got rid of, I emptied my trash, swept my floor. I don't sweep my bathroom floor often because it doesn't really get dirty. And it's not really visible that it's dirty when it's dirty. But I swept that real good. I gathered the mats. I was like, I'm going to wash the mats and stuff. And I wiped down the counters. I did all that stuff. The bathroom's good. I swept the hallway and the kitchen floor. I said I was going to mop it. I didn't mop it yet. I took some stuff out of the kitchen/dining area and I put it in my room. I'm going to go through my garment rack and just take off my winter jackets because there's no need for them to still be sitting up there. And I can just put out little fun clothes and stuff that I not necessarily am going to wear now because I want to wear it and feel 100% confident in it. So, like, little cute stuff that I bought and have it on display for me to motivate myself to, like, drink my water, continue to work out, etc., etc. So I put that in my room, and so, like, my room is more of a mess now than it was this morning, but other areas of the home are now clean and straight. So I've been starting and stopping doing stuff all day, and, like, I just been in my own head. So I was just laying here and I'm watching YouTube on my iPad. I set YouTube up once I started cleaning the bathroom, and I was like, bro, like, you just posted a video yesterday. That was your first video in like 10 days. And mind you, I got like 10 videos I could edit and upload right now if I wanted to. And I'm like, I don't feel like editing. But the way I like to run my channel is, I like whenever one video goes up, I already have another one edited and ready and already uploaded and scheduled to go up at another point in time. Like, I like to be ahead of schedule. I don't want to upload a video and then not have one ready and then the next one go up whenever I feel like editing and stuff. You get what I'm saying? Because then that could be 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. Like, I might get in a little funk and not want to edit or film, and it could be prolonged versus always having a video ready. And so I got the footage. I just need to edit. Like, I have my whole graduation series. It was supposed to be 4 videos, and now it's cut down to just 3 if I'm not mistaken, or maybe just 2. I think it's 3. I think it was my documentary that went up yesterday, and then this next one would have been the prep, like, maintenance vlog for graduation, and then the next one would have been photo shoot, but I didn't do the photo shoot, and then the last one, the official graduation vlog. That's this one. Well, that's not this. Well, this part is going in that video. But so I was like, fuck it. Like, earlier today, I got motivated to just go ahead and make my graduation vlog thumbnail, which I don't ever make a thumbnail before I make the video. Like, the thumbnail is what I do after the video is already uploaded, like, done. But something was just like, girl, go ahead and make your thumbnail. So I made my thumbnail, and it's really cute. And I was like, fuck it. Like, I'm sitting here watching YouTube, and I'm like, bro, just go ahead and edit another video and get that one ready to go up in a couple of days. Because I like to upload like every 2 to 3 days at a minimum. And then a maximum is like maybe 5 to 7. But my minimum is like every 2 to 3 days. So I'm editing the vlog, right? And it's like, I know the footage that I recorded for graduation. I was thinking I didn't have any good clips. But I have so many good clips, y'all. It's amazing. But I was thinking I didn't have anything good. And it's like, I recorded all this stuff. I just don't remember because I was so, like, in the daze that whole weekend from just, like, lack of sleep and, like, an adrenaline rush. And so, y'all, I'm sitting here watching these clips, right? And I got the clips that I recorded, and I got the clips from my family. And, like, I thought I had already downloaded those that they sent me to my phone, which is why I thought they was already in the vlog whenever I added all the clips, but they weren't. So I went back to the messages, I downloaded them, and I watched them. And it's like, rewatching these clips, y'all, it's like it's taking me back to that moment, and it's making me appreciate this so much more. Like, college was just such a transformational stage for me. It really molded me into the person that I am today. Like, I went through so much in college, y'all. Like, y'all don't understand, from whenever I was in college, those first 2 years there, because the school I went to that I just graduated from was a 2-year. When I went to those 2 years there, staying on campus, to whenever I moved and got my own apartment, up until now, like, this whole journey of me getting my degree from that school, which it only took me 2 years and a semester to get my degree for that school. But, like, I took a year off, which is why it's prolonged. Like, I explained this in my other vlogs. Go watch that if you want to know. I addressed all that in my last vlog, which was my documentary. But I went through so much, like, y'all, like, I came into my college journey. I didn't even know, like, this woman, the admissions lady, she hunted me down. I didn't even know I was going to school until a month before school started. Like, literally, like, she hunted me down. And like, from the point where I officially got in school, like, maybe a couple weeks in, I was like, bro, I thank God for this woman, because if she didn't hunt me down the way she did, I would have been still at my mama's house working 2 jobs the way I was. Not that I was complaining. I had 2 great jobs. I was making good money. I was able to buy myself food and etc. whenever I wanted it, and so on and so forth. But I thank God for that woman, because she allowed me to get that experience. Like, college is something I feel everyone should experience, just for the sake of not even like, oh, school isn't for me. I'm talking about the different lessons and people you'll meet, the lessons you'll learn, like the professors to students to so much. Like, there's so much more to a college journey than just education. Like, you, like, even if you gonna go and you ain't gonna do your work and you gonna flunk out, cool. Not promoting it, but you get what I'm saying? Like, just go for the experience. Like, it's like you meet so many people. Like, I met my best friend, and we've been best friends for 4 years now. From that point, I didn't know this girl at all. She was my roommate. They gave me a random person, and from day one we clicked, and we're still like this. We've never even had a fucking argument, bro. Like, and I know this ain't like this for everyone, but I'm saying, like, college just opens so many doors for you. And I just feel like everyone should at least go and, like, be able, not even to say that they did it, but just because, like, you can take so much away from college, like, even if you don't graduate. But it was just such a transformational stage for me, because, like, I stepped into womanhood there. Like, I went to college, I was a baby. And I met some people, I made some friends. I ain't gonna say I made any enemies. Like, I didn't necessarily not like anybody in college. I didn't beef with anybody in college. We had a water gun fight freshman year. Like, I met so many cool guys, cool girls, my best friends, like people I still talk to this day, or we slide up on each other's posts every now and then. I met, like, I had my flings. They were flings, like, thought they would be something they weren't. I got my heart broke the first official time or times in college. Like, all this different stuff that took place. Not saying that, like, hey, I loved it. Like, who wants to get their heart broke? But that's the stuff that molds you into becoming the person, like, that you should be. Like, with morals and how you carry yourself, and what do you learn from this experience. And so, like, getting my heart broke taught me so much. It taught me to make myself even less available to certain things. It taught me, like, okay, in the future, I should pay attention to this red flag. In the future, like, okay, I'm not even finna get into all that. But just understand that my college, not everyone's college journey is the same. But mine was a lot for me. And just watching these clips over, it's like, despite all the bullshit that I went through, all the bullshit and all the good shit, it was all worth it in the end. Like, I finally put the candle in the cake and lit that hole and blew it out. I went to school that 2 years, and the second year is when the pandemic hit, and they took away our graduation. And they took away, like, we had to go home. We went home for spring break and was never able to come back. And that broke my heart, because that's when that boy broke my heart. That was my first major heartbreak, y'all. And it felt like heartbreak when you, like, okay, you may go through a heartbreak before, but it's those, like, that right there will be like a 3, and you feel like it's the worst, but it's only a 3. But when you go through that heartbreak that feels like a 10 or a 20, like, understand how much that can really change your outlook on life. Like, that shit really, I can't even still talk about it to a certain extent, because it's just so triggering. It's so much trauma behind it. Like, some people are just evil, and I'm gonna come out and say I'm thankful for that experience, because it taught me so much. But from that happening over the pandemic, and then I lost people who were meaningful to me, like family members who passed away during that time period, and so much more. And I was remote learning. I hated that shit. I hated it so bad. I was like, I'm not disciplined enough to do my fucking homework and sit and learn all in one spot. Not that I can't focus. It's just, I was in school for 2 years. I go to class, I learn. I go to the library, I do work by myself or with my friends. I don't do work in my room. And now you telling me I'm sitting in my grandma's house and I gotta do all this shit on the computer. Like, it was so hard for me. And I said, if they got remote learning in the fall, I'm not going back. Mind you, I'm already done at this school. And even though I didn't have my 2 classes that I had left that I needed for Lewisburg College, they were still going to let me walk and just send those classes over later and give me my degree, which is what I did now. But they let me walk. I didn't know I was going to get this opportunity. The lady asked me a couple months ago, after I told her I was finishing out my degree at the other school I went to this past semester, and she was like, do you want to walk? I was like, yeah. I got this snatched from me because of the pandemic, and you trying to tell me I can walk? Hell yeah, I'm gonna walk. So that's what I did. But I said I won't going back in the fall if they had remote learning. And I was saying going back as in going to another school in general. But then I was like, I'm going to go back to school. Like, it just kind of happened. Like, me getting an apartment and choosing a school all fell in line. Like, not necessarily planned. It just happened over the course of a few days. Like, when I tell y'all so many things that, like, changed my life, of course I wanted them to happen. And I guess you could say I manifested them without even trying to. But when they did happen, it won't, because I planned for it to happen at that moment. It just happened. Like, when I got my car, I was just going to look for a car. Like, window shop for some cars. I didn't expect to pull out with my car that very same day. You feel me? whenever I was first looking for apartments for my very first apartment, they just told me, they was like, I think you should get an apartment versus staying on campus this fall with COVID. That's when I had to talk with my family on what I felt like my best options were as far as a dorm and an apartment. And I wasn't opposed to getting a dorm at all. And they was like, apartment. I looked for some apartments, and then we went and looked at them. Next thing you know, I got an apartment in a day, 2 days. And then same thing happened with this apartment, and same thing happened with school, me going back to school this past semester. Like, those things are things that changed my life forever, and they all happened over the course of like 24 hours. It's so fucking crazy, bro. And I didn't plan for it to happen in that moment. I was looking at the future, as in months way out. And so I ended up at the university I went to fall of 2020, and it started off strong, and then it was just hard. Like, I was at home doing all my work, and it was just hard. I wasn't disciplined enough. I was depressed, and so on and so forth. Like, I was in the city all by myself. Not that bothered me. I think the depression came in from the fact of I was whenever you live by yourself, with solitude comes development. It comes learning yourself. And like, I've always been a homebody and an introvert. So with me being alone 2 hours away from everybody, it was just me every day. No friends, no nothing. Me every day in the house in quarantine, doing my work or in class online like I'm supposed to. And like, with that came me learning myself, came me developing and growing into a woman, physically, mentally, emotionally, learning different lessons. And with that, along the way came depression about other stuff. Came like slight sense of depression surrounding the topic of school, not feeling motivated to do my work and stuff. And then yeah, that's when my depression came in, mainly from school. It didn't come in from other stuff. But so I stopped counting at the end and failed all my classes, but they didn't count against me, which was great. And so I ended up taking my year off, and I forgot what I was getting at, but I went through so much. And then me taking that year off unplanned, it wasn't planned for me to take a full year. It was only supposed to be a semester. And me feeling like that whole time, like, okay, I'm technically a dropout at this point. And even though like I'm technically a graduate, I guess, I'm not considered that in specifics. Like, I don't have my degree. Like, even though I didn't walk, like, I don't have my degree in my hand. So like, I'm technically a dropout. Like, I went to school for those 2 years and I don't have anything to show for it. And not that I ever beat myself up about it, but that was something that would cross my mind every now and then and kind of get me in a little mood, because it's like school meant so much to me. I loved college so much. I loved learning so much, and it was just such a beautiful thing for me, with me meeting all the people I met and learning all the things I learned, from education wise to lesson wise, and running into people who were meant to be blessings and lessons in general and stuff. It just felt like it was, even though like I still have those things to take with me, despite not having my degree to my name, it was just like, well, damn, like, I don't have nothing to show for it. And it's like, watching these clips back right now, it's like, you do have something to show for it now. Like, you finished it, you went back, and it's making me emotional, because like, I didn't even really get emotional about it last week. I might have cried whenever I finally got back home to myself, like shed a couple tears, and I prayed to God and I thanked him, and I'm like, God, I'm so happy. Thank you so much. I made it through this. I didn't know how I was going to do this, how I was going to do that, how I was going to get myself together for graduation and get all the stuff I need. But God, you made a way, and thank you so much. I'm so grateful. And he did that. He did that for me. He always does it for me. And just rewatching these clips right now and like my sister, she sent me the video that she took of me whenever I walked across the stage, and hearing her and my other sister like scream my name and stuff, and like being able to pinpoint my mama and my daddy and my grandma's voices and actually hear them, because when I walked across that stage, I was dazed. I don't even remember it. Only thing I remember is the lady smiling at me. So like actually being able to look at the footage and hear them scream my name, it just like brings tears to my eyes. And it's like, bro, it feels real now, because in the moment none of it felt real. Like, I really did it. I'm really a graduate, and I'm not cutting any point from this part. I'm gonna just stick this video in there, and it is what it is. But like, this is my life, y'all. This is real. Like, I'll never get on this shit crying. This is the only time y'all gonna see me crying, because it's tears of joy. And it's like, I'm a real ass person. I'm gonna always come up here and keep it a band with y'all. And if I ain't gonna come up here and keep it a band with y'all, I just ain't gonna say shit at all. That's just what it is. But I just had to come up here and say this, because this is my testimony and this is real. Like, I'm just so ecstatic right now. Like, I really did it. Like, and I have so much more to come. Like, I have so many dreams, so many goals. And it's like, the moral to the story is, even though I wasn't even gonna finish it off with, okay, this is what this means. But right now, with me saying all this that I said, I'm realizing that the moral to the story is that your journey is not anyone else's journey. Therefore, however long it takes you to get to where you want to be, you still did it. There is no time stamp to you getting to where you want to be at all. So take your time, do it at your own pace, and when you get there, you're there, and you're not gonna care about how long it took you. You're just gonna be happy that you're there, and that's all it is to it. A part of me is like feeling a little bit of regret right now, not about that, but because like I got in my mode and I was giving this is just me overthinking, fuck it, but I got in my mode when I was doing my voiceover at the beginning of this video, and it's like, damn, I hate that I was cussing so much, but it's like, I just was talking. That's how I talk. And like I said, fuck it. But now I'm thinking like, damn, should I redo the voiceover over again and like have it a little bit more mild? But it's like, that's me. Like, I'm not trying to dumb myself down or sugarcoat myself to appeal anyone else. I don't care if you're a family member or a friend of the family and you watching this and it grinds your gears. Like, this is me. Like, I can be prim and proper, and then I can be that bitch. Like, I can take it there, and I'm not talking about in a bad way. I'm talking about like, there's so many levels to me that makes me me, and I'm not gonna tone down any part of me to accommodate anybody else just for the sake of a 50-minute video. If anything in this video bothers you, if anything in any of my videos bothers you, if you watch anything of mine or participate in anything of mine from this point forward, and anything takes place that you do not agree with, it is so easy to click off. And so like, even though I feel like I should just go back and redo the voiceover, because like, I want this to be not a more welcoming vlog, but one with less cursing, because that's how I am. I do have some mildness to me, even though I can have a potty mouth. Even though I prefer for it to be that way, I refuse to go back and redo another voiceover. Not when I touched every base how I should have, and was funny and etc. Like, I refuse to do it over again. So it is what it is. Like, this is probably the most realest video on my channel. Not that the other ones weren't real, but like, y'all ain't ever gonna see me cry in a video. If y'all ever seen me cry in a video, it's very mild, and it's because it's tears of joy. I ain't never finna get on this bitch crying in pain unless there's a lesson behind it. In general, y'all not gonna see me crying on this hoe. Like, this is straight pure tears of joy. And y'all talking about my hair, I got in some 2-strand twists, and I got a little swoop bang, and then 2 little low puff balls. But yeah, y'all, I just had to come up here and speak my piece, and I'm putting in this whole clip, so it is what it is. Thank y'all for rocking with me up until this point. My channel is going up. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so like, comment, and subscribe to join the trap house. Thanks so much for supporting me along this journey. I hope I motivate y'all. Like I feel like my whole reason for being here is to inspire people and motivate. Like, I don't want to be anybody's role model per se, because it's like, I ain't telling nobody what to do. Do what you want to do. But I feel like my whole reason is to inspire, and I'm going to do that in so many ways. Like, I'm really going up. This is just the beginning. Now, I'm not even talking about with my channel. I'm talking about everything abundance. I'm praying for abundance over everything in my life, except me gaining weight. I want to lose weight. But bye, y'all.
Man, I done took out, bitch. I'm out of here. I'm on a ship, out of space. I'm a rocketeer.